Hello and welcome. In today's video, we'll be discussing sexuality, but not in the usual way. Together, we'll delve into the very depths of the brain. The question is, what happens in our brain during sex? I'm sex therapist Levent Erdem. In today's video, we'll explore what happens in our brain during sex. Let's get started. Most people think of sex as a physical event, but do you know the secret and the real driver during sex? The brain. The saying "it's all in the head" is actually a scientific fact. Pleasure, passion, desire, all of these emotions are at work. Our brain drives it in such harmony. Sometimes it pumps us up, so to speak. Sometimes it puts us on the brakes. It's just like what we experience in our normal lives. Now, who takes center stage in our brains during sex? Let's take a look together. The hypothalamus, the manager who says, "I manage all hormones," is also the initiator of sex. The nucleus accumbens, the center of pleasure, rings in this center for all the bells of pleasure. It's the center of stress and fear. But do you know what she does during sex? She says, "I'll go." And she goes into "I'll go" mode and disappears. That's why we feel comfortable. This friend is the one who allows us to think logically. But do you know what she does during sex? She goes on vacation and disappears. That's why we gain courage, feel relaxed, and lose ourselves during sex. Because this friend is on vacation. Now let's look at the hormones. What happens during sex? What's released? 1. Oxytocin. The hormone of cuddling, affection, and bonding, usually released after orgasm, tells us to get closer to this person. Dopamine, the hormone that gives pleasure and reward, the feeling that you're perfect during sex and says, "Keep going." Serotonin is the hormone that gives us that delicious feeling after sex, like, "Oh, it was so good, it was amazing." So, as you can see, all the hormones and electrical signals create an enthusiastic carnival in the brain. As a result, sex isn't actually a physical event. It's a complex process that manifests itself in the brain, bringing pleasure and happiness. But it's truly a festival in the brain. This festival makes us forget stress, creates emotional bonds, and makes us feel courageous and good. So sex goes beyond the physical. It's something deeply emotional, deeply mental, and it happens in the brain, and it makes us feel amazing. In short, during sex, our brains are working more than our bodies, and a whole host of processes take place. After sex, you feel incredibly good, incredibly relaxed. If only you knew what's happening in your brain. Everything I just described is happening, so it all comes down to the mind. Now, if you enjoyed the topics discussed in this video, please leave a like, share it with anyone you think needs it, and subscribe to the channel. Of course, you can also leave your thoughts on this topic in the comments section. See you in the next video.